later on. Tyrion Fleming, joint best career result of P5
that he achieved over in Qatar. Intrigued to see how Bodie Page gets on as well, because he's definitely got some pace around here, and he's only, well, this is his third appearance of this.
Going back to that third row, looking to see if he can try and make it work from there. Again, another rider who got an absolutely lightning start, as does this rider, Bintang Pranata from Indonesia. Only made his debut last time out.
Yeah, the lead Indonesian across the...
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Fantastic year of racing it has been. The title may be done, P2 may be J there on that fifth row.
For those two corners, but it's got a bit of everything here in Malaysia. I'm going to go for Alfonsi.
Mind is telling me we are 25 on the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup. It is lights on, lights out, and we are go down towards turn one. Ogiwara gets an absolute pearl up and pole. In second place, coming under attack from Matsuyama Kagami, looking to let the brakes off, and does so. So we saw this yesterday play out as he got in a business in the braking area, but it did look like to me Ogiwara had it covered. Kagami, your race one winner, who heads on new champion into
Stinker off the line. He's dropped down to P9 through the first split from the front row. The 22 got a disastrous start, so work to do.
This is a bit of rugby going on out there. That was Kagami versus Ogiwara. Well, the gloves are off. These two are locked in out there on track at the moment through turns 5 and 6. And as the two lines converge, it was Ikegami who had the high ground. Haruki Matsuyama, good start from him in third place there. Lupa Page, who has just come through. Now he's under attack from the number 20. It is Ikegami, Ogiwara, and Matsuyama, your top three. Really, the top three that's been pretty much there right the way through this season.
Yeah, so Dakigan has got past Idaka for P8, so he's making steady progress on the Ogiwara. Sweeps up the inside through turn 13 into 14. Great move from... He's going to get a nice bit of slipstream down the back straight.
Down towards turn 15, Ogiwara, it's Yama, side by side in the braking area. Ogiwara's just going to hold on to this and does so indeed. Down in towards, be nice, up until Mandalika race one. And yesterday it was all a bit polite. Ogiwara takes a long glance over to his pit board. He'll see it's a group of three, and that is because Ikegami is right there, and he'll be able to see Ikegami underneath very well indeed. Look at the number 30, has definitely hit the front. Let's see what Dakigan's made of this time. Now he's got a bit of a faster reference up ahead of him, and he's not... Of course, it's going to oscillate. We've got a lot of slipstreaming zones around this Sepang straight, and can make up about a second, maybe even more on these ATC. Trying to get himself into the podium positions if he can, and then in fifth place, all coming through. Tyrion Fleming, he's going to have to let the brakes off. He gets it done. Good job indeed from Tyrion Fleming. Quite down towards turn 9. It is now Dakigan who's looking to try and roll through on Tyrion Fleming. Gets it done, keeps it neat and tidy, makes an old position. It's side by side. Ogiwara is getting cut up. Where's Matsuyama done? And Fleming, who found himself leading, is now back in third.
Yeah, Fleming had to select ultra defensive mode there. His line was cost. He's run out of the through into P1, and he did sort of well to defend his position, but last lap around, so has the number 2 saved a bit of rear tyre here? He clearly has pace in the final stage.
And he's going to take the braking line as well. He nearly hit the front as well. Oh, coming through. Bintang Pranata. Bintang means star in Indonesia. He's got a rear wheel slide, but Pranata now into the podium places. Out front, it is Fleming who leads towards someone. Watch Ogiwara. He was fourth coming across the line. Now he's up into P2. He almost takes... This is anybody's race here. Dakigan has found himself back in 7th behind Idaka.
Yeah, that's how quickly it can change here. The top 7 then, all in where you can get slipstream, make those overtakes and head on to the final lap. You want to be in and around that top 3, top 4 at least. You do
good if you are an overrun bumper away, because at the moment you are going to be seeding P-Daka, but we'll have to wait and see how that one all plays out. Of course, we're on the penultimate lap. On turn 7, this is where Tyrion Fleming has been strong, and he's strong again, holds position ahead of Ogiwara. Then it's Pranata, then it's Matt Gospel, I've got to say. This is all going to change very, very soon. Ogiwara's looking at the inside, we can't quite get through. It's going to be one of these 7. So we have a complete mess on the final lap. Then Bumperway's laughing in 8th.
Jostling with each other. I don't think it's going to be enough for the two in the picture. Schmidt and Bumperway lapping together in P8 and P9 as things stand. Not in the podium fight career as well, but especially in 2025. The champion is lurking in P2. Just kept his powder dry in the final closing.
Going to be a slipstream battle on that final lap. It's going to be a case of do you actually want to lead onto the lead, and down towards turn 15. this time around. No, Matsuyama coming through on the inside of Pranata, and all safe and sound. We are going to have an absolute fist fight on this final lap, not just the race 2, but 25 here at Sepang. It's 4 abreast down towards turn 1. Keep an eye on Ogiwara. Pranata's coming through as well into P3, gets it done. Ogiwara right there, and we'll try and stretch the field here. Let's see if Ogiwara can do so again. Speed, and he's good in the first half of the lap. Does he get the move back? Yes, he does. So we are going to have a real showdown here in Sepang.
Crucial that he got that turn 4 pass done, because Ogiwara, we know he's got pace around here. He's had pace all season long, and once he hits the front, normally he can clear off that Fleming in a crucial move. You can see that this is potentially going to go down to turn 9 here, an important stage of this race now. Half a lap and a little bit more to go. Turn 9, the next pinch point.
Turn 9, and he's got a few corners to build an advantage before we get down to the back straight, but he can't get it done. Pranata is looking fifth. So we have a gap now of around 3 or 4 tenths of a second. Matsuyama, before we get up towards that back straight. Turn 14 is looming.
Yeah, the back straight is looming. He's hanging behind the number 10 of Fleming. It's all going to come down to turn 15.
Sparrow, even if he is punching a massive hole in the air, he's hugging that inside white line. That's not the normal race. First victory or podium in this class, but Ogiwara at the last corner is proving why he is your 2024. He's going to lead them to the line, but is he going to lead over the line? Here comes Fleming. He's in the slipstream. This could be the closest finish of the year, and I think Fleming, the 10, has taken his first victory in the Asian Talent Cup by 13 thousandths of a second. Ryota Ogiwara, it's denied, but it has made him a winner in the Udavitsu Asian Talent Cup. He's done Pranata, a career best in 4th, ahead of Bodhi Page, Daka 6th, 7th for Dakigan, 8th for Archie Schmidt, who